What's good, everybody? It's your man, the myth, the legend, the voice, bringing you a flash knockdown. This is not a full-fledged main card as you would normally see from myself and Wilders. Just a quick hitter to let you know what's going on this week in a muted week when it comes to combat sports. But there are definitely some things going on. First and foremost, Jake Paul was defeated by this man, Anthony AJ, now Jawbreaker Joshua. He's breaking more than jaws, he's breaking hearts. The one thing that was most beneficial to the boxing world, as far as the fight was concerned, is that AJ was introduced, is the nicest way I can say it, to the American female population who's going absolutely bananas over this man. 6'6". He was about 250 when he fought Jake Paul. As you can see, now he's not only rehydrated, but uh, bulked back up to 260, and the women are loving him. So salute to AJ for not only getting the bag, but for conquering a whole new demographic when it comes to fight fans. Dana White is in the news because in the first time that antitrust hearings have been going on regarding the UFC, there have been a number of cases that have been put forward. In this one that's led by Misha Serkinov, he is being ordered to testify. That's right. The man is being called before the courts to speak on why the UFC is not a monopoly, with the PFL acquiring Bellator last year. There are just fewer and fewer organizations out there as far as competition is concerned. And having Dana speak on these things, again, is a new wrinkle in this ongoing saga. And it'll be interesting to see what develops when he takes a stand in February of 2026. The Knights of the Samurai Ring 5 is taking place on December 27th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It will be local time there, so it'll be very early in the morning here in the US. Headlining that card is the monster Naoya Inoue, looking for his fourth title defense this year, 4 times. Makes me think of Marab Davalishvili, who attempted this feat in the last UFC card and did so unsuccessfully. Now, David Picasso, being a proud Mexican warrior, is bringing that Aztec spirit into the ring versus Inoue. Can he upset the apple cart by pulling off what no one has been able to do before, which is not only beat Inoue, but do it in a very convincing fashion? Why is that important? It's important because Junto Nakatani, who is the country mate of Naoya Inoue and the person who everyone's had their eye on as being the man who could give Inoue fits and possibly break his streak, will be fighting on the same card in the co-main event and in the same weight class, which puts Inoue and Nakatani on a collision course to fight each other in a mega fight in 2026 if both of these men are successful. This is the Night of the Samurai, and that is because it is featuring in the main card 5 fighters from Japan taking on 4 Mexican fighters, uh, Picasso and Hernandez being 2 of them. and then one Dominican. So you have Japan versus the Americas in this Night of the Samurai. One fight that's not going to be taking place for sure in 2026, at least not as scheduled to take place in February, is the bout between Dakota Ditcheva and Miss Dynamite Denise Kielholtz. Kielholtz is the former Bellator kickboxing champion, and she was taking on the PFL champion and really the in-house star for PFL. Unfortunately, Dakota suffered some illness and or injury in training camp. She's heartbroken that she won't be able to defend her title against Denise. I am too, because that was a fight that I was really looking forward to on this card. It's unfortunate. I'm sure that once Dakota is healed, that they will reschedule this bout for a future PFL date. Some more fights, though, that will be happening are the fights on the Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson undercard, which I believe is ring 6. You have Keyshawn, the businessman Davis, making his return to the ring after a very brief retirement. Retirements in combat sports are like diapers on babies, they get changed often. But he's coming in at 140 for the first time since he missed weight at 135 and had to relinquish his titles there. He'll be taking on Jermaine Ortiz, who is a tested fighter at this weight class. He's only lost twice in his career, one to Teofimo Lopez, who is on the card as well, and then the other time to Vasily Lomachenko. Should be a solid test for the businessman. Bruce Shushu Carrington is putting his WBC featherweight title on the line. Carlos Adames is putting his WBC middleweight title on the line. And then you have New York's own Jarrell Big Baby Miller bringing all of his bombasticness to the card as well. So ring 6 is shaping up really nicely. Also, BKFC has announced that in 2027, they will be having their very own Bruise Cruise. I love the way BKFC set this up with the SEA versus the letter C. I thought that was really ingenious, but they will be having a cruise for 3 days in the Caribbean. The cruise will take place. You'll have BKFC fighters on the cruise. Is a Norwegian cruise line voyage, and there are going to be like some fights and stuff there. So that is going to be very, very interesting. And if you like cruising and you like seeing people get bruised, you may want to check this out. All right, that does it for us for Flash Knockdown. Make sure that you tune into the main card on Fridays right here on YouTube. Till next time, God bless and keep it together.
What's going on, family? It's your man, Wildress.
And it's your man, the myth, the legend, the voice.
And you just finished watching the main card on the MTMV network.
Yeah, for more great shows just like this, smash the subscribe button and keep fighting the good.